Oh, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Skateboarding Beginner number 292. So I just got me another fresh board. And now skateboard. Yeah, 775, baby. Yeah, man. Pretty good today. It's 66 degrees, man, on a Tuesday. So today I want to talk about closer. There you go. So today I want to talk about my first skateboarding trip of this year. So I moved here in this year of March 2025. Now it's December 8th. 9th, December 9th, and yeah, it's December 9th today. Beautiful, 66 degrees. If it wasn't windy, it'd be perfect, but it's a little windy. Anyway, talk about my trip. First trip out of the, like going somewhere at least, 2 hours away or whatever. So the guy Will, he owns a skateboard shop called Cortez Skate Shop. Cortez Skate Shop. Yeah, he called me last Friday like 9:30, or he texted me like 9:30 at night. I had my nephew here, he was playing Fortnite, so I was up just kicking back. I didn't hear the phone because had the phone off, so I went to check it later till like when it's like 10 o'clock. Text him back, but I didn't get any weird things, so I called him back, and then he asked me if I wanted to go to Austin, which is like 3 hours away from here. Well, I mean, it's 140 miles. Yeah, I don't like to talk hours because some people could be driving 55 miles an hour, some people could be driving 100 miles an hour, right? So it'd be different. So yeah, so it's 140 miles south from here, from Dallas. So then I was so excited, so I was like, well, so I took a shower, at night. I usually don't take it at night, I usually take it in the morning sometimes. Well, I just took a shower now, but if my choice would be like in the middle of the day, but because I have dialysis Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes I get out dialysis, I don't feel good, and my roommate here, he's not here now, but he's out of town, but when he's here, he takes a shower at night, so I have to compensate for stuff, and he gets up early in the morning to go to work, so so now just scheduling stuff around. So yeah, man, I was excited. I was just tossing and turning like always. When I get excited, I'm just thinking, oh man, what, I never been there, so what's gonna be, because I thought it was gonna be a skate park, because that guy Will, he's the owner. He's pro for Super 8 skateboards, and he's a vert rider. So I know it's gonna be a vert ramp. That's all I knew. It's gonna be a vert ramp there. So tossing and turning. I didn't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning. I got up at like 4:45 in the morning. I'll put the video in the description if you want to check it out. Yeah, I got up, took a shower, packed everything, made sure I had to fill up my lighter for the homeless people that asked me for cigarettes. Make sure I have the cat food for the cats. I didn't bring enough last time. I only brought 4 cans, so I gotta bring more this time. Gotta bring at least 6 or 8 cans this time, so I have that little treat. So then I was looking, I was gonna leave around 6:30. So I thought some people might go, I didn't know he was gonna go like after 8, right? Because he said it's gonna be around 8. So I figured if I go 6:30, but I looked at the lift, because I wrote the lift there, and they wanted $50. So I was like, shit, whatever, So then I waited. to get him a text back that that he got my text. I told him I was gonna leave early, see if he's gonna be there early. He never texted me back. So I was like, okay. So I got there like so then at 7 o'clock I was like, what are my brothers doing something? He's trying to fix the lawnmower. The rope broke off the where you pull for the lawnmower. He's trying to like rig it up, put another string on there or something. So anyway, so then around 7 o'clock I looked at the lift and it's like price updated, $30. So before 7 it was $60, $50, and after 7 it was $30. So I was like, oh cool, save 20 bucks, So I got the ride there after 7. I get there like around 7:30 or 7:45 or something. So then he finally texted me saying, oh, I just got up. I'm like, oh, nice. So I get there and I waited and everything. He showed up finally like around 8:30. We packed everything up and head down to, there's another guy. His name is Adam and he has a little son called, his name is Peter. He's around 10 years old, 10 or 12, I don't know, I'm not sure. Probably 10. And a pretty smart kid, really good kid. He reminds you of like Danny Way, A lot like Danny Way. It's crazy. Like his style skating and everything, and just the way he carry himself. Because he's more like mature than regular little kids. So he drove. He had a Subaru SUV, so he drove. It was me, that guy Will, the shop owner. Will has a student that he teaches at the skate park. He's about 16 years old. His name is Travis. So then you have then Adam, which is the dad, and the son Peter. So 5 of us head down to Austin. You can see it in the video if you want to check out the video. I'll put it in the description. But anyway, man, the cool thing is very, very. I never met the owner. There was so many people there, But everyone there, like most of them were like really nice. They introduced themselves, who they were and stuff, and then the cool thing was they had like a nice kitchen with like 3 different refrigerators with beer. One has beer, had a glass door with beer. Another one had like a drawer you pull out and it's like all like Gatorade, Monsters, Red Bull, like all the energy drinks. Then under it is like all the sodas. And then another one had like water and stuff like that, and vitamin water. Very cool, And so if you've never been to like, if you do a lot of social media and stuff like that, you get a mixed signals of like skateboarding's like, like shitty and stuff like that. And some would be it's cool, some say it's dying. So, you get a mixture of good and bad. But if you really went to like a real like 100% skateboarder community, which I went to this weekend for this trip, you see the difference, man. Like, you don't see no one trashing anything. You always see people like picking each other up, taking trash out, always like asking, to help. If you fall, if you try to climb up the ramp, somebody will like pull you up. Just little things, like if you've been in a skateboarding community a lot, this is like really 100%. And like if you leave something there, like I had these markers in the video. You see that I told Peter if he dropped in on my board, my loose boards, my loose trucks here on a. So it had like a huge, like 13 foot, and with a 15 extension, and then an 8 foot, like half bowl on the other end, right? So we were there on the 8 foot, and I told him if he dropped in, I gave him those Posca markers. So anyway, I gave it to him, and then he left it on like leaned it up on like a piece of metal. wall thing, a bracelet they had for a wall. And the whole time, like, nobody touched it, you know. And even when we were leaving, I told him, hey, go get your marker. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So go get it. So the thing is, if you leave anything, you know, nobody's gonna touch it. And it was this guy named Chris. No, Chris. Yeah, I call him Chris, but it's Curtis. I don't really know him, but it was his birthday. So me and Peter were signing a card, and then someone donated like $40. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll give him $20, you know. So there was a card there in the kitchen with $40 sitting there on top of the card. Nobody around, right? It's still there, you know. So I donated like two $10 bills. I put it there, and it's $60 still there, you know. And even though like everything is free, like they have free barbecue, and the guy for the birthday brought like barbecue, pork and beef and all that. They had a big cooler, like it looks like a vending machine, had like clear glass with shelves and shelves and shelves of beer. Nobody got like hammered, you know, like all plastered up and everything, like you see in like a Thrasher magazine video, right, where they go to these parties in the neck of the woods, right, where everyone's just all hammered and everything's all trash and trash everywhere, you know what I mean, like graffiti and all that shit everywhere, you know, like all thrashed up. I never clean up, you know, there's trash piled up. No. I mean, I guess that's another side of the skateboarding, you know what I mean? There's like that chaos, reckless style, but then there's this one right here where I go to, where it's almost like going to a wedding, you know? It was like everything was all organized, right? Everything's organized, everybody's like super nice, and nobody's like, you know what I mean? Nobody was rude. Like, it's like this is like the core, I think, of the skateboarding community right there. Like, just going to this one, unless you experience something like this, when you get some kind of experience like this, you know, you come out feeling like, oh man, I feel like when I was a kid, you know, that's how it was. You know, somebody would have like when I had my backyard ramp in New Mexico, in Clovis, New Mexico, everybody would come over after school and we'd just hang out. My mom would cook, you know, my sister, my mom, or whatever, my dad, they would cook food, some rice and beef jerky and stuff like that, and we'd go out and I'd give all my friends food and drinks and everything, and you know, it was cool. It was like, it was awesome, you know. It was like something that that's what I think of, you know, when I think of like America and skate community and everything like that. It's like, that's what I think of, you know. And if you live in a social media, you know, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube world, Facebook and all that, and X and all that, these people that go to these things, that they don't even skate, you know. A lot of them don't even skate, or they used to. And what happened to me, in my opinion, is, you know, they probably got jealous, you know, of certain things, and they can't do it, or they don't want to do it, or something. They're just bitter, you know what I mean? Like, life, they just think life like drawing them a bad deal of hands, you know, hands after hands after hand, bad hands. Because, you know, you see a couple of articles about like, probably 6 months ago or something, when Andrew Reno got a New Balance Pro shoes, and then he got a Thrasher cover doing a kickflip wall ride on the brick wall. And you see a couple of people like Gifted Hater and some other people talk about like, you know, all these old dudes, you know. And then right before that, Jerry Sue got a cover doing a dark slide, you know, on something on a ledge or something. And I think he's like 39 or something, and then Andrew Reynolds like 42, and you know, Tony Hawk's like 57, you know what I mean, something like that. Steve Caballero is like 61, you know what I mean. They're still getting coverage, right? And their boards still sell. And you know, so if you look, when you watch social media, you think like, oh man, you know, skateboarding is taking a shit. But no, it's it's refining itself, you know. It's like this big bucket of shit, right? And it's just going through a filter, you know what I mean? And all the purity, all the people that really love skateboarding and stuff like that is going through the filter, and all the shit is getting clogged up on the filter. That's what it is. So these guys that's getting clogged up, you know, like going to because anybody has a phone can, you know, go make any kind of video they want. So if you live in that kind of world, the social media where you're not out there, you know, what they call it, touching grass, right here. See, grass? You got grass right here. Grass. Where you live in the digital matrix world, you think skateboarding is shit, right? But yeah, man, just going from that trip, I mean, I already was already stoked, you know, like in my Thanksgiving video, I already said that, you know, like this is the best year of my life, and it only gonna get better, you know, and it is, because, I mean, I've been blessed, man. I mean, like I said, you know, just got this board right here, paint it all up, and, well, I had the Spitfire wheels, but they were 52s, so I put these back in, because they're too big, man. These are 50s. They're 51, but they're 50s now. I just like it because it's green. I don't know why, because I guess I've been riding a lot of white wheels, so I just been switching those other wheels out and putting the thing here, my green wheels. But anyway, still have the Swiss and the Indies, you know. And yeah, this, yeah, I mean, so I've been blessed, you know, to get a brand new setup, you know, once a month, and then just passing my old ones to Will at the skate shop, and whatever he does with it is, you know, his deal, because he's there, you know, all the time, so he knows what's going on. But plus he teaches lessons to kids and stuff like that, and you know, like some kids might not be able to afford the board, so he could just give them away or whatever, you know. Or if you sell them, that's fine, you know. The whole thing is donate to him to make, like, get his shop, you know. Because sometimes you hear about a lot of things about, like, shops closing down, everything like that, just because they don't tell you the reason, you know, why they close down. In my experience, I mean, when I used to work at Grand Q with my friend, I mean, I didn't work there, but, you know, I went with my friend all the time. He worked there, so I pretty much worked there because I gave him a ride there and I hang out all day, like, you know, all the time. So when Grand King was big, the guy would, after he got a lot of money, he bought a house, and he started like buying back then flat screen TV was expensive, you know, flat screen TVs, and you know, just buying a new car and other things than putting the money back into skateboarding, you know. And then buying stupid things. And then my other friend Damien, which I had a dream with last night. I had a dream I met him because, like, I want to see him so bad, you know. Like, I feel like I owe him a lot. I just want to tell him thank you, you know. You know, when I was here in 2002, he helped me with, like, gave me money for doing like summer camps, you know, help with summer camps. I got like $2,000 cash doing summer camps that summer. Plus I get to skate the skate park for free and get to teach the kids and all that. That's what I'm doing right here at 4 Down, you know, in Dallas. I'm doing the same thing. So I dreamed about him last night, and I was asking him about like what happened to his shop and stuff like that, and he was like, oh, you know, I wanted to work at like a regular job or something like that. I don't know what happened. You know, dreams all messed up. But anyway, his shop was doing good, and then he started carrying like bikinis and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Same thing when I was in California. This skate shop called Identity, right? They used to have like 4 shops, and then they started carrying like snowboards and stuff like that. You know, snowboard costs a lot. You know what I mean? You could buy like 5 skateboards with 1 snowboard, you know, something like that, you know what I mean? It depends which brand of boards. So you think like you put 1 snowboard or 5 skateboards, you know? And then they start carrying like Ezekiel pants and stuff like that, you know, clothing that kind of like Zoomies, you know? Zoomies because they're in the mall, they could do that. And PacSun and you know, Spencer and stuff like that, you know, they're their own little thing over there. So a lot of these shops are trying to follow that. Even there's another shop called Liberty Board Shop in Brea, California. I mean, they had a lot of people, like pros, that went there, like all the blind guys, like James Craig, Jeremy Craig. James Craig, not Jeremy Craig. Is it Jeremy? His brother. Jeremy Craig. It might be. Then you got Jeremy Ray, Jonas Ray, Day One Song, like, yeah, all those guys, you know, all went to that shop. And in the beginning, they had like most 70% skateboard stuff, and then slowly became like 10%. The shop became like 10%. The rest was like shoes and clothes and snowboards, right? And then they went under, and that's, you know what I mean? Like, for me, if you just stay with just like this, right? You need this. There's no AI, there's no virtual, nothing gonna replace this. You need trucks, wheels, bearings, board, grip tape, okay? And hardware. That's all. That's all you need. Just carry all that. That's it. And have good customer service, you know. And don't rip people off. You know what I mean? Just don't go out of your means. Don't be like, this month you got like, you sold $10,000 and then you like go buy a freaking $5,000 jet ski or whatever, right? That's what happened, you know. And that's why a lot of shops went under, man. Or like, you see that you get a lot of money from Nike shoes, right? The SB special edition, you selling like $200-300 worth of Nike shoes, and then you're like, oh yeah, we got stock up Nike, you know. Look what happened to DC, right? That's how DC was, man. They were huge when they had Danny Way and Colin McKay and Josh Kalis and Stevie Williams, and they were huge, man, you know. Oh, Rob Dyrdek. But now, like, they're nobody, you know, nothing. So right now, Balance is huge, right? Balance and Nike. You know what I mean? What do they call it? Comes around. You know what I mean? History repeats itself. Just like these. Airwalk. See this? That's what I wear, Airwalk. These were huge. These were like, right now, these will be the New Balance of right now. This in the 90s, 1990s. These Airwalks. That's how popular they were. You know? Of course, they never got to $100. They're like $60, $70, $80 the most. But now I got these right here. I got this. I don't know how much it is now, but I got it for $20. I bought them like 3 pairs of these. 3 pairs of these shoes. These Airwalks. Like, they got the gummy sole. See? They flex, you know what I mean? Flat, good grip. Yeah, same thing. $20, right? And they were huge back in 1990. So the same thing, you know, with Nike. Nike, this is the 3rd time they're trying to, it finally sticks, but, you know, they tried it like 3 times. They tried in the 80s and early 90s, and then now it finally stuck, you know. I remember when they did it, they had a big old poster, they had a big old poster in, off the 405 with this guy named John Thomas or something like that, doing like a chicken wing. Doing like a early grab chicken wing like this, you know, where his knees like tucked back, you know, a poster of it. And then no money, boom, kicked everybody off. And then they started with Bam and Pat Chanita, you know, those were the original when they came back again. And then now they got Paul Rodriguez and Costin and all that shit. But yeah, just all the clothes always gonna fade off, man. But the skateboard here, never gonna lose its meaning. And anyway, so just coming back and seeing that, I'm like, man, it even gives me like more spiritual skateboard, you know, skateboard. It's like a energy drink for skateboarding, you know. Just to see the community is so awesome, and positive receiving, you know, like all the vibes and everything, and all those guys, they didn't even the only thing people talked about was just skateboarding, you know, just trying to do tricks and they were just doing their thing. Everybody's just trying to skateboard, that's it. No bullshit, no nothing, just skateboarding, just straight up just skateboarding, encouraging you, you know, like do tricks. I didn't skate it because, dude, I haven't even dropped in a 3-foot. I think it's an 8-foot. I tried to pump a little bit, but I didn't want to hold up the thing, you know, because there was a lot of people. There's like, I mean, every total probably at least 50 skaters there, you know, easily. You know what I mean? Yeah, easily. I mean, but it was awesome, man. It was an awesome, fun trip, and I just hope if any of you guys never experienced a trip like that, man, if you do, it's there's no words to describe it, man. Skateboarding is like, it's awesome. So today I'm just gonna, just like in that video, all I did was just manuals, and I'm just gonna do manuals today. That's it, just manual back and forth. So all right, let's go check it out. To our spot. Yeah, all I did was I rode on top of the ramp, the vert ramp, the top of the ramp, just going back and forth doing manuals. We're just gonna do that here, back and forth, just doing manuals. All right, YouTube. Just gonna do some manuals, some manual.
You gotta put your foot right in the middle. In the middle, right in the middle. You gotta put your foot like right in the middle, like this. There you go. Good. Look. And this goes downhill, okay? See right here, the boat? See, your foot has to be right here. You can't go left or right. Yep. See it? It's straight. Yeah, right there, not push. There you go, right there, that's it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right, yep, right there. Yep, see, you got it. Ah, you got it right there. Yeah, this goes downhill.
Yeah, he lives right there, man. See how skateboarding is? It's awesome, you know? You come outside and you meet, like, dude, he lives right around the corner and he didn't even know I live right here. He thought I just moved here. And that just tells you what kind of community it is, you know what I mean? Like America, that's how it is. It's a closed circuit, you know? So everybody's like, they come, they're in a car, they drive, they get in the garage, come out, go, you know what I mean? They don't see anybody around. But anyway, that was cool. He's just tripping out, because you know what I mean? He didn't expect the trucks to be like this. You saw him, right? Struggling. Me, I'm struggling too, but you know how people hack to get better? We hack to get worse. That's how we do. That's how we roll, baby.
That's how we roll, baby.
Hack your leg. One day we'll get it. Thank you. Got 2 boxes. See what we got. Big old boxes of nothing. What? This is my gloves. I think this is a glove from they're packing good too, man. They're packing good. Need a knife. Ski gloves. Come on, man. Why everything gotta be so tight? Come on, doggy dog. You gotta be kidding me. I was gonna try them on for you. $13. Problem with buying gloves is you don't know if they're warm or not, you know? They got kind of plasticky. Oh yeah. Ready for the winter now, baby. That's a good thing about America, you know? Order whatever you want. Let's check the next one out. Oh, this is a battery. So I bought a watch kit from Amazon for my G-Shock that the guy from YouTube called Super Super Troy bought me, and I changed the battery and it was $25 for the battery. So I bought a watch kit for $15 and a battery for 2 batteries for $10, so $25, which is the same price as if I bought a what do you call it? Got my battery changed for $25. Only lasted 1 year, so I said maybe I'll try it myself. So I bought the battery. They sent me the wrong battery, right? It's supposed to be 2025. They sent me a 2032. So I called them back and told them, and they're like, oh, you gotta send it back, we'll give you a return slip and everything. Right? For only $10, right? Only $10 to do all these hoops and dance. So I was like, forget it. So I went on. I have Walmart Plus. I found a 4 brand name Duracell battery. It wasn't even a brand name before. This is a Duracell. See? 2025. So yeah, I ate that $10. So yeah, I got this one for, you know, yeah, 4 of them for $7 or $7.50 or something like that. 4 of them. So each battery cost me $25 to change for 1 year. So now I got, if this is a year, I have 4 years. So hopefully I didn't break the watch, because what happened was the 2032 they gave me was thick. It was thicker than this. Instead of thin like this, it was thick. So when I was trying to put the cover on had a thing like this, and you just put the battery under and you push down, it snaps. So I was forcing it because the battery is thicker than this one, so it wouldn't snap, it wouldn't go into the snap. So hopefully I didn't break that. Otherwise I just ate another 4 batteries. Either I have to buy another G-Shock like it again, and then just keep this battery. So I was thinking maybe it's just a bad luck thing. Put this in my pocket. Forgot to turn the camera off. I want to throw the thing in the backyard. Let's go, baby. You know what they say, no glove, no love. Now it's snowboarding, baby. Woo! Who needs knee pads when you got gloves? You know what I mean? Your hand is more important than your elbow or your knee, right? Crazy. That's crazy. Man, we can do this all day long, baby. All day long. Oh, that's pretty good. I think that's good enough. Know what I'm saying? Alright, as always, go see your friends and family. If they don't need nothing, some nice gloves for winter. And I always keep on rolling when water goes stale. Always have fun. You see me have fun, see me quit. Alright. Keep it underground lit for you and me, okay? Enjoy. I'll enjoy with these gloves. Remember always, no glove, no love.